Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Top Crypto Bull here with the daily update. Let's get right into it. Well, as you guys probably have heard, looks like the Trump tariffs are crashing crypto. Or I don't think they're crashing it. They're just making it dip a little bit. Looks like the whole market is red. I don't see one green bubble here in the top 100 bubbles. In case you guys don't know, basically Donald Trump he put basically here, let me bring up this article here. Basically Donald Trump he put tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China starting today, and it also is spurring a trade war in the North America between Canada, Mexico, and the US. Basically President Donald Trump on Saturday, today, February 1st, signed an order to impose stiff tariffs on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China, drawing swift retaliation in an undeniable sense of betrayal from the country's North American neighbor as a trade war erupted among the longtime allies. The Republican president posted on social media that the tariffs were necessary to protect Americans, pressing the three nations to do more to curb the manufacture and export of illicit fentanyl, and for Canada and Mexico to reduce illegal immigration in the U.S. The tariffs, if sustained, could cause inflation to significantly worsen, threatening the trust that many voters place in Trump to lower the prices of groceries, gasoline, housing, autos, and other goods as he promised. They also risk throwing the global economy and Trump's political mandate into turmoil just 2 weeks into his second term. Trump declared an economic emergency in order to place duties of 10% on all imports from China and 25% on imports from Mexico and Canada. Energy imported from Canada, including oil, natural gas, and electricity, would be taxed at 10% rate. Trump's order includes a mechanism to escalate and raise charge by the U.S. against retaliation by other countries, raising the specter of even more severe economic disruption. Well, basically, this is what's going on. Trump, starting today, February 1st, he's putting tariffs on Canada and Mexico up to 25% on all the imports. I guess he wants to stop all the fentanyl, that big drug going around. And also he wants to stop illegal immigration coming in from both borders, from the northern border and the southern border. And he's also putting tariffs on China. So this is what's basically not crashing the market but making a dip, and it might get a little bit worse because just today it looks like Canada and also Mexico, they're retaliating against the Donald Trump tariffs, and they're also going to put their own tariffs. Like the Canadian president, this guy right here, he's already saying that he's going to put 25% tariffs on all the imports coming into Canada from the U.S. And I believe Mexico is doing something similar as well. So that's what's making the market go down. That's what's making the market red right now. In case you were wondering, all the bubbles are red. But I mean, this is the kind of stuff that happens. All of a sudden, we'll get like events like that make crypto go down. But don't get bearish on me now. I mean, it's not the end of the bull run. I mean, this happens all the time. There's always some kind of event, the triggers, a correction. But then, it recovers quickly. I remember, I forget what exactly, if it was, in 2023, I believe. Remember there was that war that started between Hamas, like Israel and Palestine. It also made the market dip. It made the market dip for a few days, but then it recovered. Remember, the price of Bitcoin in October 23 was around like 30,000 or 40,000, and now we're like way above $100,000 Bitcoin. So I expect this to be very similar. Just like whenever there's a new war going on, or whenever there's a big news event going on, it spooks out the markets. Then we have a dip. Lasts a few days, but then it always recovers. So don't get bearish on me. I know it's not looking good right now, but trust me. Well, I mean, you don't have to trust me, but it's just been my experience. Whenever this happens, there's always a V-shaped recovery. So I do expect the markets to maybe dip a few more days, because I believe he signed the order today, but I guess according to the bill, the tariffs are going to take effect on Tuesday, so that would be February 4th. So it might get a little bit worse from now until Tuesday. Maybe we'll go down to the mid 90s, like 95K for Bitcoin. Let's see, the current price for Bitcoin is right now 99,630. We did dip down as low as $99,021, but we already bounced back all the way to $99,898. So hopefully that's as low as we go. But this might take play out for a few days, because it's just today's just the first day he put it into a bill, into law. But the actual tariffs are not going to be going to be charged until Tuesday, February 4th. There is one upside. I mean, maybe they'll sit down on the table and negotiate. They're still negotiating. U.S., Canada, and Mexico. They're still negotiating. So maybe right now they're all putting tariffs on each other. Maybe they're just using negotiating tactics. But there's just still a small chance that they might end up negotiating whatever it is they want each other to do, and maybe all the tariffs will basically get canceled. There's always that chance. So don't get bearish on me. Maybe this will turn out to be a nothing burger. Maybe by Tuesday, we'll hear news of everything being worked out, and all the countries will take away their tariffs. But right now, we are dipping right now. And I do believe if we do dip lower, we could come down to maybe like 95K, slowly but surely. But I do still believe that 90K will hold. Don't get too bearish on me, because we have a lot of support on here at 90K, and I do believe 90K will hold. I don't think we'll see prices for Bitcoin under 90K until the end of the bull run. I pretty much we might see a quick wick. Maybe we'll see another quick wick to 89K. For like a little double bottom, but but other than that, I do believe 90K will hold. I don't think we'll go to 70K or 76K or anything like that. Bears are always saying the bull market's over. This is it. This is gonna trigger the bear market. But I'm not in that camp. I do believe the bull market is still in effect. This is just something that happens in the markets. Without any news. Even if there was no Trump tariffs or anything like that, we're basically still ranging, between 100K, and 107K, with a few wicks below 100K. I mean, we had this wick all the way down to 97,715, but we recovered quickly. And now we've had this wick all the way down to $99,021. But we're already at 99,800, so we're already recovering. So we're basically still ranging right around 100K to 107K. But like I said earlier, there might be a chance that we keep dipping a little bit, maybe all the way down to 95K. I hope that's not what happens. I hope we just continue this range here between 100K and 107K. So like I was saying, even if there was no news about Trump tariffs, if you just look at the chart was already showing, if you have been following my videos, even the one I made yesterday, I was telling you guys, that we're probably just going to keep ranging between, 100K and 106K, 107K, with a few wicks below and a few wicks above, until Bitcoin finally, goes parabolic and goes into price discovery. This is just normal, for Bitcoin. It consolidates in for a while, and then once it finally breaks out, it does either a violent move to the upside or a violent move to the downside. But right now we're in the 30-year the bull run. We're in the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin. The banana zone, like Raoul Paul calls it, where everything goes up. So right now I don't expect a violent move to the downside. This might just be one last move by the market maker. Just trying to shake everybody out, trying to get everybody fearful. With the Trump tariffs. But might be one last shakeout before it makes Bitcoin go parabolic. Like I showed yesterday, February is a very bullish month for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and basically for all cryptos on the 30-year of the bull run, which is this year, 2025. Historically, February has been super bullish. We always end up in the green. So we might dip a little bit here the first few days just to shake out all the weak hands. Get people to sell out of their positions, and then just when everybody's scared, when once the majority of people have sold out, that's when the market maker will flip the switch and make Bitcoin and the cryptos go parabolic. So I'm not scared. I'm not selling my coins. I'm not selling my Bitcoin or my cryptos. I do believe this is gonna pass. Like I said, it might take a few days. It might take all the way until Tuesday until everything is resolved. It wouldn't surprise me if by Tuesday, there's news that they come out and say that, all of a sudden, the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, they resolved their problems and now there's no tariffs. That wouldn't surprise me at all either, because I guess in case you didn't know, there is the North American Trade Agreement right now, that was signed, by I don't know which president, it was Biden or I think it was Biden, in the Mexico and Canadian presidents at the time, where basically, you could trade, anything in the North America continent, which is basically Canada, U.S., and Mexico, for free, with no tariffs. And I guess, a lot of people are saying that Donald Trump is violating that, because, right now, there's no tariffs, and he's trying to put tariffs into it. So, there might come a resolution to this. I do believe, that this will probably be all resolved here in a few days, and it'll end up being a nothing burger. But just it does end up scaring a lot of people, and it does shake all the weak hands out. But if you've been in the market for a while, like I have been, I've seen this many times. There's always some news that spooks the market. Whether it's inflation or wars or recession or even the pandemic in 2020. That spooked everybody. There's always some news to spook the market. And it makes the market crash for a little while, but then it always recovers. If you're already holding your coins, I wouldn't sell. But if you got dry powder on the side, this next few days might be the perfect time to buy the dip, because the altcoins are at a really sale price. Even XRP is going down. XRP was holding above $3 pretty good, but even XRP right now, managed to go down a little bit under $3. It's at $2.89, but it did go all the way down to $2.82. It's not much. It's only about like a little bit. Let's see what the percentage is from $3. Let me measure it here. So let's see, from this $3 high that we had here, 313. it's only done like a 10% move. Yeah, so it's done like a 10% retracement or correction. But remember, in crypto, this is normal. Nothing goes up in a straight line. I mean, there's red days, there's corrections, there's sideways days. Bitcoin and cryptos, they spend like 80% of the time going sideways, and only 20% of the times, they do violent moves to the upside or the downside. But right now, since we're in the last year, the bull run, the parabolic phase, the next violent move is going to be to the upside, not the downside, because the violent moves to the downside come in the bear market. But you have to know your 4-year cycle. There's 1 year bear market, 3 years of bull run, and the third year of the bull run, which we are in right now, is the best part. It's the parabolic bull run. We know where everything goes parabolic, where everything goes up. It's the banana zone, like Raul Paul calls it. So if this is if you're new to crypto, don't get shaken out. The best part of the crypto bull run is yet to come. It's literally right around the corner. I do believe by mid-February and late February, we're gonna be in true altcoin season, which is in 2 weeks. Everything is gonna be dramatically changed in 2 weeks. If you sell out right now, you're gonna be regretting it in 2 weeks. You're gonna be like, oh, why did I sell? Was this like a 10% dip? Now the market's up, like 10x from the prices it was in the beginning of February. That's what's gonna happen. Just like you see XCN run, where it did like over 20x in 13 days. That's what most of the altcoins are gonna do. They're gonna do like 20x's, in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks to a month. I mean, some coins are gonna run harder than others. I mean, some coins are only gonna do like 5x's or 4x's. Some are gonna do 10x's or 20x's from the price of today. But some lucky few are gonna do like 50x's and 100x's, and even less lucky few are gonna do like 1,000x from the price of today. So don't get shaken out of the market. This is normal. Just the market going sideways, whether there's news or no news. The 4-year Bitcoin cycle is going to continue. And let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. We're practically at 99,884, so we're practically recovering all the way back to 100K already. Now this might dip a little bit more. Like I said, we might end up the next few days we might end up all going all the way to 99. Just grinding down. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm hoping we can stick around 100K. But if we do dip to 95K, don't get shaken out. Don't be selling out of position, because after a few days everybody will forget about it, and then Bitcoin will have a V-shaped recovery, and then we'll be right back where we were. And then pretty soon here, like I was saying, the parabolic bull run, the best part of the bull run is right around the corner. I'll say it one more time. I do believe by mid-February to late February, we'll be in true altcoin season. Where all your favorite altcoins will be blasting off. So yeah, just stay bullish. Just want in case you were feeling bearish, I want to let you guys know not to feel so bearish. Look at that, we're already at 100K. We're right at 100K. Well, now we're right back at 99,964, 99,981. But we're already bouncing back. Like I've been saying in my previous videos, Bitcoin right now is in a range between 100K and 107,000, with a few wicks below and above. But we've been in this range basically since January 17. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 days. So basically like 2 weeks and a half. But any time now, Bitcoin's gonna break out. It's just that time. If you know the 4-year Bitcoin cycle, then you know that Bitcoin is due to break out to higher prices, and it's gonna keep running to the upside until September 2025. Of course, there's gonna be red days and corrections. Nothing goes up in a straight line, but it's gonna be slowly but surely grinding up. Remember, we were in 2 months. We were in the range between 90K and 100K, and we finally broke above 100K. So hopefully we have been building support here for 100K, at 100K or more, for like 2 weeks and a half. So hopefully we could maintain here about 100K. You see, we dipped below 100K and looks like it's getting bought up quickly. because all the institutionals, they keep buying. Michael Saylor keeps buying, BlackRock, Fidelity, 21 Arc, Kathy Wood's company. They all keep buying Bitcoin because they know the Bitcoin is gonna keep going higher. So they want to make money. And if you've been in this game long enough, you also would know that Bitcoin, this is normal for Bitcoin, and it's about to go parabolic. So stay bullish on Bitcoin. Don't let the Trump tariffs scare you out. I do believe it's going to be temporary. We might just see the next few days. We might be dipping all the way to the mid 90s, maybe 95K. But I do not believe we'll go below 90K. That would be like the worst case scenario. That's just like the line in the sand for Bitcoin. So stay bullish on Bitcoin. I do believe anything that goes underneath the 100K is going to get bought up quickly. So we'll probably just keep continuing this range between 100K and $107,000 with a few wicks below 100K. And if we do go below 100K in the mid 90s, that's the perfect time to buy the dip. And on the altcoins, let's go to the crypto bubbles again. They are pretty down right now. They're taking a bigger hit than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is only down like 2 or 3%, but some of the altcoins are down. Like we got the virtual protocols down 19% down for the day. That's the biggest loser in the top 100 right now. Then we got Trump coin is down 13.8% down for the day, and we got Bonk is 12.6% down for the day. One of the channel favorites here, Jasmine, is down 11.5% up for the day. But don't let that scare you. It's gonna bounce back. Jasmine is due for another parabolic run. It did get as high as yesterday. Got as high as 0.03439. But right now it's sitting at 0.029. But just as quickly as it ran all the way up to 0.3439 yesterday, it could do that. By tomorrow night, it could be right back up at at 0.34 again. So this is normal for cryptos. Especially in the parabolic bull run phase. If you've never experienced the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin and cryptos, all the cryptos are very volatile. They go up like 20% one day, and then they go down like 15-20% down the next day, and then the next day they go up another 10-15%, and then the next day they go down another 10%, and then the next day they go up like 25%, and then the next day they go down another 10%, and that's how they go every day. They're slowly grinding up. They go up and they go down, but slowly but surely they're grinding up little by little. So this is just the way it is. If you're this is the first time you're going through a parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin and cryptos, this is just normal. The important part is to know when to sell. There's going to be some early altcoins that are going to bloom early. Like most of the early bloomers, most of the altcoins that are going to be early bloomers, they're going to be topping off sometime in mid-March to April. So that's when you want to sell the early bloomers. But right now, it's not the time to sell anything. Unless you're a professional trader, if you're a really good trader and you can catch the lows and the highs, then kudos to you. You're making a lot of money with all these ranges, when we just go sideways. If you're able to catch the lows and the highs, then you can make a lot of money like that too. But if you're not a professional trader, I trade here and there too. I have like a small bag for trading, but most of my money is investing. I buy super low, I hold, and I sell high when as close as I can to the top of the bull run. It depends on which coins. Like I was saying, some of the early bloomers, some of the coins that are gonna top off in mid-March, to April, you gotta sell them right before they top off. So on the coins that I know that are early bloomers, I'll be selling like right before like mid-March, probably there's no exact date. It all depends on the market, but sometime in the second week of March is probably when I'm gonna sell some of my coins that are early bloomers. And now there's also altcoins that are late bloomers, and those I'll be selling sometime around July, August, September of 2025, because I do believe Bitcoin is going to top off in September 2025, and most of the late bloomer coins, they top off with Bitcoin at the top of the bull run. So probably sometime like in late July and in August is when I'll be selling my late bloomer altcoins. So subscribe to the channel if you want to know which ones are going to be early bloomers and late bloomers. I'll be letting you know. Well, I'll give you some tips right now. Like some of the late bloomers are going to be like Crow with Knife, the COQ, the Cockinu, Avalanche, the CRO token, Jasmine. Those are all going to be late bloomers. I do believe those are going to keep running till late in the cycle. And then some of the early bloomers, stick around and I'll let you know. Keep subscribing and I'll let you know when I'll be selling them. I'll be letting you know which once we get into March, the first second week, I'll be letting you know which ones are going to be early bloomers that I'm going to be taking profits. So definitely don't get bearish on me. Stay bullish. Just don't let the Trump tariffs shake you out. This is just normal for the crypto market, and we will recover here shortly. Let's look at the favorites here. They're all down. The biggest loser for the day is Jasmine coin. It's down on 11.1% for the day, but that's because it was a biggest gainer yesterday. But like I said, this is what the parabolic bull run looks like for cryptos. If you've never been through the parabolic bull run phase, is what they do. Yesterday, Jasmine was up, like 15%. Now it's down 11.1%, and then tomorrow Jasmine will be up 20%, and probably the next day after that it might be down 10%. But little by little, Jasmine's going to be grinding up to the upside. And Avalanche is down 9.3% down for the day. The COQ is down 9.2% down for the day. XCN is down 5.6% down for the day. XRP is down 4.8% down for the day. And XLM is down 6.7% down for the day. And Crow with Knife is down 8.9% for the day. So these are great discounts. I mean, I really do believe, Jasmine is going to start, going parabolic here at any time. So I mean, this is a great price for Jasmine, 0.29. I mean, its current local top that it did, last year was, at 0.44 cents. So I mean, like you could definitely, we're gonna, double that for sure. I do believe Jasmine, will be at, around 9 cents once it goes parabolic. That's going to be its next consolidation zone, somewhere around 9 cents. Avalanche, I mean, what a steal for Avalanche. Avalanche is a premium coin, and it's only $31.41. It did get as low as $30.92. So this is a steal for Avalanche. So I mean, like, don't miss out on Avalanche if you got like if you like big caps. I personally, I'm pretty diversified. I got big caps and I got small caps and micro caps. Some of my big caps are like XRP, XLM, and Avalanche, and Solana as well. I just don't have it up here. And I do own a little bit of Bitcoin, but I own more altcoins than Bitcoin because there's just more money to be made on the altcoins than Bitcoin. Some of my my lower caps are like XCN, COQ, CAW, and Jasmine. I've made a lot of money on XCN and Jasmine already, and also on XRP and XLM, and also on AVAX. But right now, I'm starting to accumulate a COQ and Crow with Knife because they got low market cap and they're like really popular meme coins with a lot of community. I mean, the COQ, the Cockinu, it's only a $59 million market cap. Great price, 60855 is basically bottomed out. And the Crow with Knife, only a $20 million market cap. I'm also accumulating heavy because I know once they start running, they're going to run. I think the COQ and the CAW could easily do a 50x from the price of today. Both the COQ and the CAW are the number one meme coin in their blockchain. The COQ is the number one meme coin on Avalanche, and the Crow with Knife is the number one meme coin on the Kronos blockchain. And I do believe AVAX and the Kronos blockchain are late bloomers. So that means that COQ and CAW are going to be late bloomers as well. So that's why I'm accumulating COQ and CAW right now. But I'm patient. I'm not going to sell it like tomorrow or in a month or 2 months. I know the COQ and the CAW are not going to start running until sometime later in the cycle. And I know they're not going to top off until sometime with Bitcoin. And I do expect Bitcoin to top off in September 2025. So that's why I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna keep accumulating CAW, Crowing Knife, and COQ until it tops off. I'll probably be selling sometime around either the end of July or August of 2025. Right before the top of the bull run. I don't gotta necessarily catch the exact top, but I want to make at least 50x. I might make more than that. I mean, maybe they'll do 100x. They do have the potential to get to $1 billion market cap, so I might even do more than a 50x. But I'd be happy with the 50x because I just keep doing that over and over. But but if I see potential, I might let it run, to $1 billion market cap on each. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm accumulating low caps that I know are late bloomers. That way, it gives me time to accumulate. Every dry powder I get, I put into these low caps that are going to be late bloomers. And then that way I reap the rewards here at the top of the bull run late August. Also the reason, Bitcoin, let's check out the Bitcoin price again. See, we're already above 100K. Looks like we're bouncing back already. We're already at $100,123. Like I was telling you guys earlier when I started the stream, a lot of times, these news events, they just shake the market out. But then, during the if this was the bear market, then I would expect, like heavy downside. I expect like a major crash. But again, this is not the bear market. This is the top of the bull run. I mean, this is not the top of the bull run. This is the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin and cryptos. So I expect a quick recovery. The market maker, uses all these news events, and there's always some kind of news, right? Like every day, there's some kind of news events. I mean, there's always like some kind of wars or like some kind of fires or accidents or floods. There's always something going on. That the market maker uses to shake people out and scare people out of the market. But I'm not getting shaken out. I'm not getting scared. I've seen this before. Like I was saying, even during the wars, the war between Israel and Palestine, when it got started, it had like a small dip, but then it got bought right back up, V-shaped recovery, and then we went into way higher prices. I mean, the Bitcoin price back then was like 40,000 or something like that. Now we're way over 100,000. So right now we're at 100,000. By in like 8-9 months from now, we could be like at 180K. Everybody's gonna forget about the Trump tariffs. Maybe they're not even gonna happen. Maybe they'll get resolved. Maybe U.S., Mexico, and Canada, they'll be able to negotiate whatever they're negotiating, and all these tariffs will go away. And this might make and then this new news event, when everything gets resolved, might make the market go parabolic. So this might be the last shakeout before the big pump. So don't get shaken out. I do believe it's just a shakeout, and I do have a feeling it might be one of the last shakeouts before the big parabolic bull run. Right before the big parabolic bull run is when we get the all the dips, all the news events to scare people out, because the market maker wants to get people to sell out of the position, and then when most of the people are scared and they sell, that's when they flip the switch and they make everything go parabolic. So yeah, just get ready. I do believe the big pump is right around the corner. I do believe Bitcoin is about to go parabolic. It could be tomorrow or in a few days. It could be in a week. But sometime in February, Bitcoin is going to go parabolic and make new all-time highs. And we are going to see that true altcoin season. Like I showed yesterday. On the map, not the map. I mean, I showed yesterday in the Bitcoin monthly returns spreadsheet that Bitcoin on February is very bullish for Bitcoin on the last year of the bull run, and that's this year 2025. It's always in the green. So this year, we closed at right around. Let's see what we closed at 100,000. What was the close here? Let's see. Yep, we closed at 102,411. We closed of January. So Bitcoin is definitely going to be a good like 20 to 40% above 102,000 by the end of February. So it'll probably be somewhere between 120,000 and 140,000 by the end of February. That's just what history shows, the Bitcoin always closes in the green every February and the last year of the bull run. So stay bullish on Bitcoin. I do expect this Trump tariffs, just to last maybe another few days, and then everybody will forget about it. We'll be right back, above 100K and possibly going to new highs shortly. Yep. So stay bullish on Bitcoin, guys. Don't let the Trump tariffs shake you out. And now the Bitcoin dominance. Let's go over the Bitcoin dominance. See what it's looking like. Bitcoin dominance, is 59.59. It looks like today on the Trump tariffs. I mean, look at this big green candle we had today on the February 1st. We were doing good. The Bitcoin dominance was going down. All the we saw like random altcoins starting to pop off. The random coins making really good gains. But look what happened today with the Trump tariffs. Massive green candle back up to 59%. Yesterday, we got as low as 58.79. Now we're at 59.59. So we're right back at where we were. Just a few days ago. But it looks like this new day right here is starting to look red, because it does look like Bitcoin and the cryptos are bouncing back. So hopefully, it was just one day, like a one-day shakeout, and and the market, will recover, and the Bitcoin dominance will go back down. We need the Bitcoin dominance to go below 55%, so we could go into the true altcoin season, just like we were back here, in December 3rd. I don't know if you remember, but I do. When Bitcoin dominance, was below 55% for a few days here. We saw like a lot of altcoins, do major pumps here during the first days of December. A lot of the altcoins, went up majorly because of the Bitcoin dominance was so low. But after that, we had another pump for Bitcoin dominance, and now it's just been going sideways. Between like 59 and 56 here, 57 really, for like about a couple months. And it looks like we're double topping here at around 60% dominance, and hopefully we could get below. We need the Bitcoin dominance to keep collapsing, and that way we could go into true altcoin season. Remember here, let me show you the Wall Street cheat sheet. Let me pull it up real quick. Remember, where we're at. We're not in the bear market. The bear market is going down right here. We're not in the bear market. We're right here in belief, where it's time to get fully invested. We already went through the bear market. Bear market started up here in November 2021, and it was 1 year down all the way to November 2022. And then once we got from November 2022, that's when the 3 years of bull run started. We went through disbelief in 2023. We went, to hope and optimism in 2024, and now here, beginning of 2025, we're basically in belief, where it's time to get fully invested. Basically, from belief to euphoria is the last year of the bull run. So right now we're in belief, where it's time to get fully invested. Everybody does believe we're in a bull run, of course, because we're already above the previous all-time high of 69K for Bitcoin. That was done in November 2021. We're up, at 100K. So right now is the time to get fully invested. So if you have some dry powder on the side, or you're barely getting into crypto, today is the perfect day, to buy some crypto, because everything's on fire sale. I'm pretty much all in already. I've been buying since the bear market low in November 2022. I already spent all my money. Well, not spent. I already invested all my money. I wish I had some dry powder right now. I always want to buy more. When I see these big discounts, when I see all these red days, I just want to buy more. I'm like, why don't I have more money? I want more money to buy more cryptos, because I know they're gonna go up. But it's okay. I'm already fully invested. I own a lot of coins already. I'm up already. I'm up in a bunch of coins already too. Most of my coins are up because I bought them pretty close to the bear market low. Like I got really good profits on XCN. I bought XCN when it was at 0.0017. I'm up on Jasmine, about Jasmine at 0.005. I'm up on Avalanche, about Avalanche at $9. About most of these coins at the bear market low, or pretty close to them, so that's why, I'm not stressing it, but I do wish I had more dry powder right now for, when at these big red dips. So, if you have if you're lucky enough to have dry powder right now, there's not financial advice, but I mean, right now is the perfect time to buy the dip. But again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Don't buy or sell any coin because I say so or anybody says so. Learn to do your own research and only invest in the markets the money you're willing to lose. So definitely, stay bullish. We're in belief right now, and pretty soon here, probably here in a couple of weeks, when Bitcoin goes parabolic, we'll be heading to thrill. Once Bitcoin gets above, like $130,000, we'll be basically in thrill, when everybody's gonna be excited because when Bitcoin goes above 130K, all your favorite altcoins are gonna go up majorly. They'll all probably be like 5x, 10x from the price of today, and we'll be in thrill. And then sometime for Bitcoin, because again, there are some coins that are early bloomers. Some altcoins, they're already they're gonna be hitting euphoria in like March or April. But Bitcoin, which is the number one crypto, that one's not going to hit euphoria until around September 2025, give or take a month. Maybe August, maybe October 2025, but right around there, that's when Bitcoin will hit euphoria. But you don't have to sell the exact top. You don't have to sell the exact peak. You want to sell somewhere below. You want to buy over here. Sometime somewhere. You don't have to buy the exact low, but you want to buy somewhere above the low. And then somewhere and sell somewhere below the high, and just take a big old chunk in the middle, and those are your profits. And then just do the exact same thing next cycle. So get ready, guys. We're in belief, and we're about ready to go to thrill. Once Bitcoin goes parabolic here, I do believe within 2 weeks, Bitcoin will be at a new all-time high. Will probably be above 120K, possibly all the way up to 138K. But I do believe once we get above 120K, anywhere between my range is between 120K and 138K. Once Bitcoin hits those prices, I do see a massive correction coming in for Bitcoin. Anywhere from a 30, 40, or 50% correction, I do see coming. But subscribe to the channel, and I'll be letting you know when that's going to happen. But right now, it's not the time. Right now, it's not the time to be bearish. Right now, it's the time to be bullish. If you have dry powder on the side, it's the perfect time to DCA. Buy your favorite cryptos, because I don't think these prices are going to last much longer. So let's see what the price is on Bitcoin. It's probably already going up. Let's see what it is. See, we're already above 100K. Look, see, we're already at 100,311. So we just wicked down, like I said, all the way to 99,021. But the body of the candle, was basically at 100,000. I mean, like I've been telling you guys all these days, the last 2 weeks and a half, we've just been ranging between 100K and 107K, with a few wicks above and below that range. So when you see wicks, below 100K, don't get shaken out. Don't get scared. It's just the market maker trying to shake everybody out. And with this tariff things, it might be all over. But there is a chance that the market maker, might make us dip a little bit more. If we see a dip, lower than 100K coming into the mid 90s, again, don't get shaken out. It's gonna get recovered. It'll recover quickly, just like it did here on January 27, where we had a quick dip, to 97,715, but we recovered right away. And just today, we dipped to $99,021, and we recovered right away, just a few hours underneath the 100K. But we're recovered already, because right now Bitcoin is really strong, because we're in the parabolic boom phase. We're in the banana zone for Bitcoin and cryptos, where everything goes up. All these bad news, they just affect Bitcoin and crypto for shortly, maybe for a few hours or a day or two. But then it's going to get recovered and bought up quickly, because we're in the parabolic boom phase. You have to know what part of the cycle you're in. If we were in the bear market, I would be like, I would have already sold. But I know we're not in the bear market. We're in the parabolic bull run phase. We're in the last year of the bull run for Bitcoin and cryptos. So right now, every wick to the downside is a perfect time to buy the dip. Because right now, it's not guaranteed, because nobody really knows 100% of the time, what Bitcoin or cryptos are going to do tomorrow or the next day. But it's almost guaranteed, that Bitcoin is going to go up to new higher prices and make new all-time highs, because that's what it has done, all previous cycles. And until it changes, I'm gonna base all my trading and investment strategies on this 4-year cycle of Bitcoin, because that's what runs the Bitcoin crypto market, is the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin. And until it doesn't, I guess, but so far it has, and it keeps doing it. So I keep basing all my investment strategies on this 4-year cycle, and I do believe Bitcoin will rally here to a new all-time high above 109,000 at any time now. Could be tomorrow, the next day, or in a few days, or in a week. But I do believe by mid-February, Bitcoin will be at a new all-time high, and by mid-February to late February, all your favorite altcoins are going to be in true altcoin season, and they're going to start mooning. So I just wanted to make this quick little video, just to let you guys know not to get bearish, stay bullish. Nothing's really, it seems like we're crashing, but we're not really crashing. I just called it like a crypto dip, because that's all it was a crypto dip. So it's a perfect time to buy the dip. We dipped to 99K, but we're already above 100K. And like I said, there are chances we might keep dipping until Tuesday, or until this tariff stuff gets resolved. We might dip all the way to 95K. If that happens, don't get shaken out. Don't get scared. Don't let the market maker, make you sell out of your positions. You don't want to be that person, that sells your crypto, and then, once it goes parabolic, you'll be FOMOing and buying at higher prices. So just have conviction in your cryptos and on Bitcoin, whatever you're holding. As long as there's nothing fundamentally wrong with your crypto, it will moon here. Shortly, anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. I do expect most of the cryptos are going to start mooning, because I do believe we'll be in the true altcoin season. It's just time. Bitcoin and cryptos have been consolidating, and they've been suppressed for a long time. And we are in the 3rd year of the bull run, so it's just time. You have to know what time it is. It is time for the parabolic bull run phase right around the corner. Might not be today or tomorrow, but for sure it will happen in February. We will see new all-time highs for Bitcoin in February, and we will have a green February. That's just what history shows. It's always happened, and it will probably keep happening, because history repeats. It's not exact, but it rhymes. Well, yep, just going to keep the video short today. Because basically don't want to go over all the charts right now, because they're basically all just red. They're all down, like 10%, average. So there's no need to go over them. Just remain bullish in the market. Stay strong. Don't get bearish on me. This is not the time to be bearish. Remember, we're in the parabolic bull run phase, and we will recover. Don't let the Trump tariffs shake you out. Well, that's pretty much it. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. This Top Crypto Bull signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.